Hi YouTube, Tim Unkert here. In this video, we're going to write equivalent expressions and we're dealing with quartic functions. That means we have the power of 4. So let's look at this first one. Write an expression equivalent to the quantity x squared minus 9 squared plus x plus 6 times x minus 6. Okay, so this part here is a factored form of what we call a perfect square trinomial. I'll get to that in a moment. And this is the factored form of difference of squares. So a perfect squared trinomial, the pattern is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. That's going to factor to a plus b squared. Also, what we could have is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, and that's going to factor the form a minus b squared. Okay, so that's your perfect square trinomial. That's the first part here. And then the difference of squares, so that's a squared minus b squared. That's going to factor to a plus b times a minus b. So knowing those two things, we can work this out real quick. All right, so we're going to have a squared is like x squared. So, or sorry, a is like x squared. So a squared would be x to the fourth. So we have x to the fourth here. Minus 2 times 9 times x squared, so minus 18x squared plus 9 squared, so plus 81. And we're going to put this back to difference of squares, so it's going to be plus x squared minus 6 squared, so minus 36. Now what we want to do is combine like terms, so we get x to the fourth minus 18x squared plus x squared is minus 17x squared. And then 81 minus 36, well, 81 minus 30 is 51, and then take away 6 is 45, so plus 45. And there we go. That's our equivalent form there. Now, on an SAT type test, you probably have multiple choice to choose from, and you would pick this one. All right, let's keep going and try a few different variants of this problem. All right, another one, we have a perfect square trinomial and difference of squares. So let's do the perfect square trinomial first. So we're going to square this to get x to the fourth. Then we're going to do 2 times 12 times x squared, so plus 24x squared. And then we're going to do plus 12 squared, so plus 144. Here we're going to do plus, so we have to add this because of the plus here. Then we're going to have x squared minus 2 squared, so minus 4. All right, combining like terms, we're going to have x to the fourth plus, let's see, it's going to be 25x squared. Because I combine this one and this one, and then 144 minus 4 is going to be plus 140. And when you get bigger problems like this as you go along and you're writing them down below, you might want to cross them off. Like, so when I combine 24x squared and x squared to get 25x squared, I'd cross them off. 144 minus 4 to get 140. Cross it off. And when you have everything crossed up here and you combined everything, you know you're done. Okay, let's try a couple more with a couple little different variants here. All right, for this next one, I went with 2 perfect square trinomials here. All right. So let's see, we got x to the 4th. We're going to square x squared minus 2 times 8 times x squared, so minus 16x squared, plus 8 squared, so plus 64, plus x squared, plus 2 times 8 times x, so plus 16x, plus 64. So 8 squared there. So we have the x to the 4th. I'm going to cross it off. Negative 16x squared plus x squared is minus 15x squared. Cross off that and that. Plus 16x. Okay, we'll cross off, not 64, let's undo that. Sorry, we're crossing off 16x, okay. And then 64 plus 64 is 128. And we'll cross those two off. And there we go. We've got our solution for this particular problem. So hopefully these are getting a little easier to simplify knowing the patterns. All right, let's try one more problem. All right, this one, write an expression equivalent to, so the quantity of x squared minus 7 squared plus quantity x plus 5 squared. So 2 perfect square trinomials. So we're going to do x to the 4th minus 2 times 7 times x squared, so minus 14x squared, plus 7 squared, so plus 49, plus x squared, plus 2 times 5 times x, so plus 10x, plus 5 squared, so plus 25. All right, and let's combine like terms. So we only have one x to the 4th, so I'm going to bring that down like so, and we'll cross it off as we go. Then we have a minus 14x squared plus x squared, so minus 13x squared. And we'll cross off as we go. Plus 10x. Okay, let's cross that one off. And then we've got 49 plus 25 is going to be 64. So plus 64. And there we go. We've crossed everything off, and we've got our equivalent expression. Hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, please like and subscribe and share this video with like-minded individuals that might benefit from it. Thank you.